Today we're taking a look at how to care for a short beard. Now a short beard can add sophistication as well as a little bit of ruggedness to any guy's look. But what is a short beard? Well, it really depends on where you look, because I found anywhere from 1 inch to 3 inches being somewhere in between what people consider as a long beard. However, I personally think that anything longer than about 2 inches is really getting into that medium beard length. So when I say a short beard, that's what I'm going to be talking about. Now this video is really going to be for anybody that is thinking about growing a short beard, already has a short beard, or maybe looking at reducing a longer beard or a medium length beard down to something a little bit more manageable. Now although short beard may be a little bit more manageable because there's not quite as much combing and brushing it and stuff that is needed, you still do have to do a bit more. One of those things that you do have to do a bit more of is trimming. So you're definitely going to need one of these. I really like the V2 from Brio. I've done reviews on it in the past and have mentioned it in other videos. And this thing, I just really like it. It has worked out really great for my short beard. And once you have a trimmer that you like, you're then going to remember what number of comb you like to use on it so that you will keep a constant beard length whenever you trim. And that trimming is going to be needing to be done about every 7 to 10 days, depending on how fast your beard grows. Now that may not seem like that bad. However, a normal beard, you might be trimming it about once a month. So you are doing quite a bit more trimming with a trimmer than you would typically do. Now, even though you have facial hair on your face, you still may need one of these, a razor of your choice. And why you may need one is pretty simple. It's to help you clean up a little bit nicer and make your lines a little bit cleaner, because sometimes this doesn't get quite as close as you may need it to, depending on the razor and the blade head that you have on it. So making sure that you have blades and a razor of your choice is definitely something that you're going to want to have as well when you are caring for your short beard. On top of the trimmer and the blade, you may also find that those are both a little bit too big to get in and trim certain areas of your beard. So therefore, having a nice trimming scissors such as this 4.5 inch Candor is definitely a nice and handy thing to have around as well. And this will help you be able to cut right along the mustache line, or get in here or right here where your trimmer and your blade may not be so comfortable to get. You can also use a small scissor like this one to get rid of any hairs that just really don't ever want to cooperate. Now, like any hair, whether it is head hair, a mustache, or a beard, you do need something to kind of help manage and push that hair in the proper direction, which is where a brush comes in at. So you're definitely going to want to get one of these that is a medium to a stiff bristled brush, depending on how thick of a beard you are growing and how thick and manageable your beard hair is. Now, I would say that if you have a big old mustache like me, you may want to have something a little bit smaller like this one here, because it's a little bit easier to get in by the mustache without pulling the whole entire mustache into the beard. Now, I find that if you have a longer beard than I currently have, you may also need a beard comb to be able to get any of those knots out and really get in deep into the beard. And yes, you can get deep into a 2-inch long beard, depending on how thick your beard hair grows. Now, both having a comb and a brush can also come in very handy for helping distribute evenly beard care products. Now you might be wondering how often you should be using a brush or a comb. Well, for the comb, I say as often as you need it. For me, it's not very often because the brush really does the majority of the work. But for the brush, I think that you should really make sure that you have one on hand if you are just thinking about growing out your beard, as the face can have some weird growth patterns, and being able to brush your hair as it's growing out can really help take care of some of those issues as you start to train the hair to go the proper direction. And of course, just like doing up your mustache or your head hair, you should be using one of these every day. Now we're going to go into some beard products. The first one is going to be a beard oil. Here I have the Apothecary Unscented Beard Oil, and really any beard oil really helps to hydrate both the skin as well as the beard hair. Remember, if your skin isn't happy, your beard's not going to be happy either. So making sure that your skin underneath the beard is nice, hydrated, and healthy is definitely important. Beard oil can also help to soften that hair up a little bit by helping it hydrate. Now sometimes our hair doesn't want to cooperate, and that is where something like the Bearded Bastards Beard Balm comes in handy. Now I have a whole bunch of balms, and so far I have yet to find one that doesn't really work on a short beard. Now Beard Balm is essentially a beard oil, but it has a beeswax base to it typically, which then allows you to kind of style that hair closer to the skin and get any of those, pesky hairs that don't want to cooperate with the rest of them down into place. So if you want a much cleaner look, a beard balm is definitely a must to have. Now both a beard balm and a beard oil are things that you can use every day. And remember, if you're already using these in a longer beard, you don't need half as much of this to cover a short beard as you do even a short medium beard. Now because we are men and we get dirty, we do need to make sure that we are washing that beard. But you don't want to just use your shampoo for it, that is if you use shampoo, because regular shampoo is much stronger than what the beard can handle, and it will strip off much more oil out of both the skin as well as the beard hair than what should be done. So make sure you find something like a shampoo bar or a beard wash that is made specifically for the beard, because it won't be as harsh as your regular shampoos are. Now I would also suggest, and it is recommended, that you don't use a beard shampoo every time you shower, because you can end up stripping out too many of those oils and such out of your beard just by doing that. So you're gonna want to use a beard shampoo about 1 to 3 times a week. Now obviously that doesn't mean that you can't rinse out your beard, but when you are washing or rinsing your beard, make sure that you don't have high heat, because that can also kind of dry out the hair as well as remove some more additional oils from your skin and beard. Now the next and last product that I'm going to talk to you guys about today is going to be a conditioner wash. This is basically a conditioner for your beard. It is not a cleansing agent like a beard wash is, but it can be used 3 to about 5 times a week. And what this will do is, well, it'll make your lady happy that she's not being prickled by your beard, because it helps soften as well as hydrate both the beard as well as the skin. Now, although these products that I mentioned are not 100% needed, because guys have had beards for a very long time, but they've also been using beard oil for a very long time as well, back to the Egyptians. It does help to use these products to have your best looking beard that you possibly can, whether it is just stubble or a short beard, a medium, or one of those really long beards. A couple of tips that I have for you guys as well is, if you are growing out your beard or trimming down to a short beard, you definitely want to let it grow out past where you think you want it before you start taking the trimmer to it, because that way you can start at a higher number and slowly work your way down until you are happy with the length that it is. Growing it longer will also help you see where some of your weak spots are, so that maybe there's certain spots that you want to use a longer length on to help cover those areas up, versus just trimming it all down to the same length like I do. Now, one of my thoughts is that you shouldn't ever use a trimmer on your mustache, because, well, it just makes it look odd. It makes it look off. So I say that if you're going to do anything more than just stubble, I would suggest pick something that's a little bit longer so that you can have a legit mustache that matches the beard. Otherwise, you're going to have little pokey hairs, because you're not going to be able to get that hair to lay flat because you're trimming it with, a trimmer. So that's again where this little guy comes in handy, because then you can just kind of, follow the lip line down with it if you're just going for a standard mustache. Now, hopefully you learned something from this video. If you did, please let me know what down in the comment section, as well as if you already have a short beard that you've been maintaining for a while, let me know any tips and tricks along with the other viewers down in the comment section as well. And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them as well, and maybe I'll make a full video for you like this one, or just a nice simple response to your comment. Now, as mentioned, one of the things that you really need to maintain a short beard is a trimmer. If you want to learn more about the Brio V2, check out this video up here. Down below, it's going to be a video that you may enjoy as well. Until next time, as always, you have a good one.